From Leawood to Liberty, you're listening to Mundo in the Morning on 95.7 FM, KCMO Talk Radio.
All right, it's 8:49 on KCMO Talk Radio on a Thursday morning. It's great to have you here, 913-408-7957. Let's roll it, our first one of the new year.
It's time to Ask Mundo Anything on 95.7 FM, KCMO Talk Radio.
All right, you get to ask whatever you want. I don't care what it is. I mean, within reason, I guess, right? Like anything else. FCC compliant, family friendly, as best as you can. 913-408-7957. Let's start with John in Topeka. John, what do you got for me? Good morning.
Morning, Pete. Your blowtorch 95.7 is firing away up here north of Auburn, Nebraska. It's coming in loud and clear, and it's awesome. So
Auburn, Nebraska. Never heard of it, but now I'm a fan. Oh, there it is. Population 3,500 there in Southwest Nebraska or Southeast Nebraska on 95.7 FM. I wish we got to Southwest Nebraska, but I'll take Southeast. That's good stuff. Thanks, John.
Right on. But what do you think the Republicans need to do to actually pick it up and turn it around in 26 to keep from losing the midterms? Because everybody's talking about how the Democrats are going to run away with it. I like to keep my optimism, but I'm also a realist, and I realize that, hey, President Trump and the Republicans need to do something now. What are the things do you think are necessary for them to turn this boat around?
It's all about the economy, stupid. If people feel better about the economy, the Republicans have a chance. I'm with you, John. It's going to be very difficult for them to hold the House. I think they'll be fine in the Senate because the makeup of the seats that are up in the Senate lean their way, so that's a good thing. If you want to see them hold, obviously, the Senate. If you don't, then it's not a good thing. But it's going to be all about how people feel about the economy. And that's why Trump also, and you're hearing this from J.D. Vance and others, they're trying to buy time right now. They're saying, guys, our policy is going to take some time to really get working. But you're seeing gas prices. Fox 4 had the story last night. Gas prices down to, $2.40-something on average in the Kansas City area. Keep those things coming down. That will impact the rest of the economy. Keep inflation at the very least below 3% year over year, and hope that you do get that economic takeoff in quarters, probably maybe Q2, Q3 into Q4. That's what it's going to be about. If those policies that they say are going to work start to work, they got a chance. If we're still kind of in this sticky inflation phase, it's going to be difficult. And that's really what it comes down to. Thanks so much, John. Let's go to Barbara in Overland Park.
Ask Mundo Anything.
Go ahead, Barb. Barbara. You're on KCMO. Maybe you're not.
I am. I accidentally hit the silence. I would like to say that I think the mainstream media is part of the problem. They do not tell the truth. They lie. They twist stories. They don't tell good news. But another thing I don't understand, Pete, and maybe you can tell me why this is not happening. If you go and you DuckDuckGo and read the Communist Party's 45 goals to destroy the United States, you will see that the Dems have been following these goals. And it makes me sick that people don't know about it. I don't understand why we can't...
Barbara, what's your question?
Well, my question is, why can't we fight a little bit more and show somehow what they are trying to do to the country?
I mean, I don't know, Barbara. I think we're doing plenty of that. Lonnie in Pleasant Hill.
Ask Mundo Anything.
We're doing our best. Go ahead, Lonnie.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Really love everything that you guys do, that you speak about, your content. But my one question as a conservative and a Christian is, why does your station have a sponsor that supports gambling, this sports gambling process, which doesn't really seem to fit with the conservative platform, gambling?
Well, I disagree with that. I mean, that's the answer. I mean, are we supposed to ban alcohol sponsors as well because some people can't do it responsibly? Where do you draw that line? I mean, people want to reach this audience. It's the fastest growing radio audience in Kansas City. It's not illegal. So you don't have to like it. And here's the beauty of it. you can choose which one of our advertisers you want to use and which ones you don't. It's really as simple as that. But, they happen to be good partners of the radio station. And, if it's not your thing, that's totally fine. I'm not judging you for that at all. And I hope you wouldn't judge them for running a legal business that, yes, some people do have problems with. I saw Dave Ramsey went on a rant about it the other day. But it's like everything else. I mean, there's a lot of things people can be addicted to. They can be addicted to food. Okay? We going to start policing that? Casinos? The list goes on. 913-408-7957. Let's go to Waldo.
Ask Mundo Anything.
Libby, go ahead.
Hey, Pete. My question is, and I've been thinking about this for weeks, if at all any, what disability do you fear the most? And if you had that disability, would you be able to do your job?
Well, that's an interesting question, Libby.
Yeah.
I guess I would answer it by saying the disability I fear the most is the one that would not allow me to do my job, and that is the disability of going mute, even though there's people around me that may appreciate that and may like that for a period of time.
That's been wished on me a couple of times.
But if you're talking about like just disabilities, I would, that is a great question.
Oh, well, if you couldn't hear.
Yeah. I mean, if you couldn't hear, same thing. If you go deaf, then can't do the job either. But I would say being a quadriplegic is the thing I fear the most. Being unable to move all four limbs of my body scares the you-know-what out of me. You literally, it's one thing, if you're in a wheelchair, you can at least move your arms and do something. But if I can't move I would just go nuts. I get antsy sitting at a dinner table for 20 minutes sometimes. So, that's where I'm at. That's an interesting one, though, Libby. No one's ever asked me that, so that's intriguing. All right, let's go to
Ask Mundo Anything.
Tim in Lee Summit. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Pete, I was wondering if you were a fan of MTV. I'm a Gen Xer, and I remember watching it when I was a teenager.
I haven't watched MTV in about 20 years, but I'll tell you, yes. Yes was the answer back in the heyday of MTV, right? I don't know how old you are, but who didn't love MTV back in the 90s and early 2000s?
Yeah, I'm 57.
Okay. Yeah, you got me by about 20 years. But, growing up, late 90s when TRL was getting going with Carson Daly, a bunch of my buddies went to TRL, by the way. Because we grew up outside of New York City, and they would take the train in, and they probably went half a dozen times to TRL. Carson Daly got on TV, be at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They'd skip out of school a little bit early in the early high school days, and they'd go to TRL. So, that was, we may differ on that based on our ages, but I would say the heyday of MTV, I don't remember the 80s on MTV, but late 90s, early 2000s, and then they start with all the TV shows, and they did Jersey Shore, right? That was them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Real life.
Oh, yeah. We were all in on Jersey Shore, too, back in high school.
Yep.
So those were the good old days. Oh, now I sound like John. All right, there you go. Ask Mundo Anything in the books.